Hello fellow theorists. And welcome back to my Jacksepticeye theories. And welcome back, and I know this took very long to make, because I had problems with Movie Maker. So I'm a bit low-key pissed. Also, there was people saying in my last theory video, and leaving their own theories. I'll probably list them. Enough of that, so let's get started. Since I didn't do Shadow Wolf's theory from the last video, since I didn't get much time limit for it. But let's do Shadow Wolf's theory. I've been analyzing all of Jack's videos lately, the mini-series he was creatively weaved through his videos lately, and I want to share my theory with anyone who is interested. It's honestly not a theory, just a lot of information I've noted and compiled, and want to get some people's thoughts and help on. At first glance, it looks like Auntie is trying to get through, but I don't think so. This story seems much more complex than just another Auntie Ruth's. Jack could have done that easily with one of the horror games. At the end of episode 4 of Stories Untold, Jack mentions how he is glad that he stuck through to the very end, but the way he phrases it seems a little odd to me, like he is inviting the audience to stick with the mini-series he is creating. Firstly, I translated the Morse code at the end of episode 2 in the Stories Untold series. It translates to "Who am I?" which is super creepy and weird. Who is asking that? I went through Jack's Twitter and saw on May 3rd, just one day before Dr. Skneeplastein's return, and what I view as the start of this mini-series. More on that later. He tweeted, "If you ever see me on the street and I look angry, I'm probably just thinking about my relationship with my father." Interesting connection considering the intros he decided to voice for the Stories Untold series.
You are entering a realm which is unusual. A realm full of tales that were meant to be forgotten. Tales designed to excite man's curiosity, as well as ignite his deepest fears. You are entering the realm of Stories Untold.
You enter a door on your left. Then you realize you went the wrong way, so you enter the door on your right. This door leads to a place unknown to you before. You have once again entered into the realm of Stories Untold.
You take a picture of a man. When you check the film, you realize the man was not in the picture. It reminds you of when your father left the picture years ago. Now you are crying, and inside your tears are stories untold. You see a man in front of you. This man looks strange, not like any man you have seen before. Suddenly, you realize you were looking in a mirror.
I think that's enough of that for now.
Let's look specifically at the 3rd and 4th episode. Looking at Jack's tweet and the 3rd intro, it's a very interesting connection. Especially since this is the only time we see the Stories Untold logo in a bright red instead of the usual static color, bringing special attention to it. The 4th episode indicates Jack has changed in some way. He can't recognize himself anymore. I think this might actually be Chase in the 4th episode. We hear him telling Jack to wake up in the 3rd episode, so we know for a fact Chase is part of this. It seems to me like Chase has gone crazy. Also another tweet, he writes, "Chat, I don't feel so good," and links it to a Twitch stream called The Original Dad. When clicking on the link, it leads to a stream titled "I Don't Feel So Good." Not the Original Dad stream he actually does have on his Twitch. Also interesting choice for the series. Stories Untold. Does Jack have some untold story? In the middle of the Stories Untold series, Jack adds Bear's got a secret to the story chain where we, or maybe someone else? If so, who? Find something we weren't supposed to. A baby hand. I feel like this is not supposed to be the baby hand itself we focus on, but the symbolism. Does Jack have some dark secret that only comes out in his backquote episodes? Jack acts very creepy, for lack of a better term, in this episode. Notice Jack only did special intros for the Stories Untold episodes. He didn't have an intro for the Barry Has a Secret game. but he did do an outro. It's almost like it was unexpected, unplanned. We genuinely were not supposed to find Jack's secret. This is also the episode in which Jack seems the most unstable, creepy, not himself. He also puts the link for the Stories Untold episodes in his description box for this video, indicating a connection. Also, what does he backquote remember what he did to him in the 4th episode of Stories Untold? Chase tells Jack he needs to wake up in the 3rd episode, so clearly, Chase has a role in this. I think Tai shows us this connection more clearly. Tai is a game about depression. Through it, Jack makes many references to how he lost his family, sees his kids on the weekend, and mentions how his friend is in a coma. We see Chase's hat at the end. All of these audio clues in the hat at the end clearly show us that it is Chase who made this video, and I believe that Jack is the friend in a coma. Chase mentions how he talks to his friend every day, even though he doesn't know if his friend can hear him. We hear Chase telling Jack he needs to wake up in episode 3 of Stories Untold. Also interesting note, Jack recently said happy birthday to Chase on Instagram, the day Chase was officially brought into the mini-series. We'll come back to Shadow Wolf's theory later, but I'm gonna show you a video from yesterday, and tell me if this didn't scare you when you first watched it.
A lot of them aren't that good. A lot of them don't really go anywhere, but this really felt like it.
If you didn't see it, how about we take a closer look?
A lot of them aren't that good. A lot of them don't really go anywhere, but this really felt like it.
Well, there's many types of people.
Nope. I'm out. I'm out. Nope.
Honestly, when I first saw that part, I was shocked, and slightly scared. Once again, kudos to Robin for his great editing work. But from the way it looks very real though. And people were freaking the fuck out in the comments, even on Instagram. But back to Shadow Wolf's theory. So I haven't analyzed Jack's 100% real doctor video yet, what I see to be the start of this mini-series. My initial observation is that all of the procedures he chooses to do are for people looking to lose weight. Could just be the theme he chose though. Next, when he draws on the liposuction patient's belly, he draws the face of a dead looking person with glassy eyes and an exed out mouth. Also of course, Drive. Schneeplastine is back. I noticed with the return of Dr. Schneeplastine it looks like the video title and description were written by him, reassuring the audience that he is a 100% real doctor. I think Dr. Schneeplastine may have put Jack into his coma for some reason. I don't know yet though. Jack's try to fall asleep game intro has a line that caught my attention. For the last episode of the Stories Untold series, Jack wakes up, we see him tossing and turning in bed before shooting up and exclaiming how he remembers what he did to me. In the very next video he uploads on his channel he become creepy again and invites us to try to fall asleep, because when we drift off that's when all the fun begins. Jack was very specific in choosing the games he is playing on his channel. I believe this may represent how Jack is trapped in his own mind, in his coma. He ends the video with a sigh, then says it was all just a dream, I'm fine. Then he screams as static takes over his vision, and one of the monsters that were hunting him comes back, even after he slept, which was supposed to be his cure. To me, this represents that he thought he was safe from his demons, but Jack may be hunted by something, maybe some of the old personalities that he abandoned as he moved on with his channel. That would explain why so many old characters are coming back. I think Auntie is coming back next. Also another thing I've noticed, Jack wears glasses in some of his videos, and in others he doesn't. I think this could represent different characters in front of the camera. I'm not sure though. Also he has been wearing all black in his videos lately, and he always wears all black. What does this mean? Holy shit, the return of Auntie has me fucking shooketh and quaking and crying. Yes, I literally am crying a little bit. Auntie isn't just a computer glitch. He is a real ego. And I have reason to believe that he is the one pulling the strings of the other egos who are coming back. Rewatch the Kill Jacksepticeye video. There are still so many questions left to be answered. Please comment any thoughts or observations. If you've read this far, I'm personally pooping my pants a little. I can't sit to see where this series goes. And then Shadow Wolf left some comments. Oh my fucking god, Jeffrey, I think that they from the end of Jack's new video is Chase's kids, and I think Auntie took them. I actually agree with this theory from Shadow Wolf, cause it makes a lot of sense, and I know someone already made a theory about the red and blue lights. But another comment from Shadow Wolf said, Jeffrey, it's Chase that has been in charge of this channel the entire time. Look at the evidence, literally everything points to it. Even the Sandra Chase has been calling all the girls in his videos lately. I think after he killed his wife Stacy, Chase is trying to date again. So as of I'm editing this right now, while eating strawberry ice cream on a Monday, and haven't recovered from BTS's performance from Billboard. Shadow Wolf left another comment. Also, thanks for talking with me. I literally have no friends to theorize with, so it's nice to have a creator to chat with. And there was more comments that I'll probably get to in the next part. But anyways, I guess that does it for this theory video. I know that I didn't list any of the comments that I said in the beginning, but I will in the next part. But anyways, I will do some theorizing when making the next part, but since I kinda have some theories to theorize. But anyways, I hope you like this. Theorists, keep theorizing.
사랑이 사랑만은 너 완벽하기에 내 모든 예정들은 다 숨겨지기에 헤어지지 않는 꿈속에서 피울 수 없는 꽃을 키웠어.